$31 billion. The United States of America is negative $31 billion in tourism so far in the US in 2025. 6 consecutive months of declining tourists from other countries. This is the answers that I get. Nobody wants to come to a dictatorship. Nobody wants to be detained. Nobody wants to be shipped to a foreign country. Las Vegas experienced the worst amount of visitors in October since 2021. I want to remind everyone that Las Vegas, Florida, California, New York, those all are large tourist destinations that generate hundreds of thousands of jobs and stimulate hundreds of thousands of jobs. Canadians alone normally bring $20 billion to the USA. That creates an additional 150,000 jobs and stimulates thousands of more jobs. Nobody is coming here for at least the next 3 years, as long as we are on a human rights violation watch list. Our economy, our tourism economy, is collapsing every day, and it's all self-inflicted. Not just people in the tourism industry will be affected because it trickles through every state and throughout the United States.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, right now we are seeing a lot of Americans, they are coming out and show how they are furious simply because of significant decline in international tourism to the United States. We are seeing that majority of people, especially from Europe, they are avoiding to go to America, and this is because of how America it has been treating immigrants people. We have been seeing how ICE they have been deporting people, and also this is because of how Americans they supported for harsh immigration policy, and that it is because of that we are seeing the Europeans and people from other countries, they are not going to America, they are not visiting America, and that's why you can see America tourism it is declining. And because of that we are seeing Americans people that are becoming furious, they are panicking because some Americans that have been collecting a lot of money from the tourism sector. But when people that are affording to go to America, it seems like majority of people Americans who are depending from the tourists, they're going to lose a lot of money. So right now they're losing a lot of billions, and it is because of their mistake. It is because of how they supported the harsh immigration policies. So kindly guys, I want you to continue watching these compilations of videos, then I'll be back with more comment. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel.
German newspaper today. This is the cover of Tagesspiegel, one of Germany's top newspapers, and the cover in German says 3 more years with this horrible picture of Trump. But the inside is this, with this photo. And this was all originally in German, but I had it translated into English. In just 1 year of his second presidency, Donald Trump has surpassed the worst fears, and that could only be just the beginning. And then the inside of the article is even more chilling. It talks a lot about what's going on with ICE. And then it says, we have already seen all of this in Germany in 1933. To us, ICE seems like a mixture of SA and Gestapo, and that is very scary. And it's not just Germany. We also have this Danish newspaper. Again, this is the original front cover. And then translated to English, the title says, Russia and China are having their best days. And here's the inside. We have a photo from a demonstration this past weekend with these children holding this sign. And then we have a quote pulled from the article that says, if you take the darkest view, Trump is either acting in Russia's interest or is dangerously confused. Germans, Europeans, they're all screaming because they recognize these warning signs. And they lived with the consequences of ignoring them. If you're still supporting this regime, it's not too late to say enough is enough and be on the right side of history.
Tourism fell by 12% last month. That's the most since COVID. Within more specifically, tourism from Germany and Denmark falling by over 30%. It's down by over 25% for Spain, Norway, Ireland, and Austria. Australia and France are down by 7%. And then, on top of that, air travel from Canada, it's down over 75% from last year, in addition to a 32% reduction in car travel from Canada. With us even seeing the founder of Kayak having a lot to say about this. Saying, quote, in just 2 months, Trump has destroyed the reputation of the U.S., shown one way by diminished travel from the EU to the US, and saying this is not only one more terrible blow to the US economy, it also represents reputation damage that could take generations to repair. Additionally, another booking site found that 40% of Europeans have canceled their trips to America. And Trump's policy of randomly detaining tourists and sending them to random prisons or deporting them immediately upon arrival, it's bringing a complete halt to tourism, according to travel companies. And this is there are now growing concerns about the US's ability to host the Ryder Cup in 2025, the World Cup in 2026, and the Olympics in 2028. Right, globally, people are asking a lot of questions. Are players and fans going to be safe? Can the safety of the Iranian or Venezuelan teams be guaranteed? And that, as others are remarking, that no one's going to be able to go given the possibility of being sent to a prison in El Salvador. Now, that said, FIFA has been downplaying the situation, with one official saying, "Time's on our side with that." I understand the policies of the administration, but I'm confident that once we get to the point where we need to get to, 16 months from now, we'll be fine. But for now, follow to stay in the loop.
Would you ever move to the US?
No.
No.
No, I'd stay right here.
Not really, never.
I don't think so. I'm from the US, so would I ever move back? Maybe if they get a new president.
I wouldn't even go on holidays to the US.
Would you ever move to the US?
Yes.
Do you still believe in the American dream?
Yeah, of course.
Frankly, I would never move to the US.
So you don't believe in the American dream anymore?
I think they lost that dream a long time ago.
No, I came here from San Francisco.
Would you ever move to the US? No, not right now. Definitely not. Without a doubt, no. Oh, so good. And where are you from? I'm from Belgium.
Absolutely not. It's not a place that I dream not even visit, to be honest.
I've just spent about 2 hours probably ingesting all of the media surrounding what has happened in Minnesota today, what is continually happening around the country in America, and I've been in tears and I'm so fucking angry and I just don't know what I can do to help. I just don't know what I can do. So I think the one thing that we can do as people not from there is don't fucking go. I can't believe, I am also a part of this. I went to America in, October. It wasn't even that fucking long ago. This stuff was happening, and I'm so fucking embarrassed. I cannot believe that I went to a place when shit like that was happening, and it was happening back then, and it is happening at, an insane level, and, the least we can fucking do is just go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Why are we spending our hard-earned money in a country like that? That is the only thing that I can come up with that is going to be helpful right now. I'm so fucking upset and angry, and I just cannot fathom that we are living in a world where this is happening.
Here's some Las Vegas breaking news that hasn't made the news yet. MGM Resorts just told all of their concierge employees across all of their properties, with the exception of Aria and Bellagio, that they are being laid off. This is a couple weeks after laying off the valet, doorman, and bellman at Excalibur and announcing the closure of the Luxor buffet. We know that travel and tourism is down. Aside from global issues and the Canadians boycotting us, many Americans fear that we are headed for a recession and they are tightening up their spending. But what's going on at MGM feels a little bit bigger than that. Multiple executives in recent months have resigned or are rumored to be considering resignation, with small downsizings and rumors of more occurring at multiple properties. This is after raising resort fees and parking fees twice in 2024. Fees keep going up and amenities are being scaled back. It feels like everyone's trying to be tight-lipped about this, but I think we need to talk about it. Are more layoffs coming? Is this a sign of the times? Let me know what you think and follow me for all the Vegas.
If you are not a U.S. citizen, don't come to this country. If you are here and you're not a U.S. citizen, I don't care what kind of documentation you have, and I don't care how long you're staying, whether it's for a week or years, go. If you can go, go. And I know this is what they want, and I hate it because I love to be resist. But ending up in an ICE detention facility is not an act of resistance. And it does not matter if you are white passing. It does not matter how smart you are or what you're contributing, or if you're just visiting and you're a tourist. Don't. It's not safe here. We're not safe. They are detaining U.S. citizens. They are detaining tourists. There was a 28-year-old backpacker, a young woman, who is now in an ICE detention facility. It does not matter. If you're leaving and I can come with you, I would love that. Let me know how to do that. I have a master's degree and I'm a very nice person. I'll be very good to your country. But this ain't the place. Get out while you can. And do not send your kids here as foreign exchange students. Do not send them on a student visa. Do not think you're going to come over here and do some kind of medical residency or scientific research. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't marry somebody from here. Don't do it. We're not safe. We're not a good country. We're under authoritarian rule at this point. So, sorry about that. Fucking sucks. Bye.
In April, the number of return trips Canadians made to the U.S. plummeted by close to a third compared to the same period last year.
Just an hour from Montreal.
To help boost sagging tourism numbers in the Plattsburgh area, the local Chamber of Commerce is running TV ads targeting Quebecers. And on Sunday, it plans to launch a webpage listing local businesses offering exclusive discounts for Canadians.
We have...
What's your first impression when you meet an American?
Oh shit, my girlfriend's American, but usually they're all dumb.
No way.
They're an insular folk.
Oh, what?
They don't seem to know that the rest of the world exists most of the time.
Exactly, they have no idea what's going on in the rest of the world.
Did this experience come from Americans you see on social media? Most Americans you meet, are they actually like this or no?
Yes.
Really?
My girlfriend's American, and she says to like her family, they have no idea what Europe is.
No way.
Europe is the capital of Amsterdam, am I right?
Give me a general knowledge quiz.
What's the capital of Belarus?
Belarus? That's crazy, bro. I don't know Belarus, man.
It's Minsk, man. It's
Minsk.
fucking Minsk.
I'm not doing too hot.
Business is slow at this golf resort in Plattsburgh, New York, about 100 kilometers south of Montreal.
Enjoy your day out here.
Owner Paul Dame says the big problem, Canadian golfers make up about half his business, and many of them are no-shows because they're teed off about U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs and threats to annex Canada.
It would really be a wonderful marriage.
They don't like being picked on, and to be honest, I can't really blame them.
To encourage Canadians to return, Dame is offering some freebies, including a set of Canadian-themed golf balls.
Maple syrup, hockey jerseys, and Mounties. A gift to say thank you, a gift to say come back and see us.
Dame joins many other tourism operators offering perks to woo back Canadians.
Lodging properties who are offering at-par rooms or discounted room rates. We understand that there were feelings hurt, but understand the Plattsburgh and the Adirondack region value you.
The state of California is running a similar campaign, which includes a friendly ad.
Thank you, Canada.
And a webpage listing more than 1,000 hotels and attractions, offering Canadians discounts of up to 40%.
We just want to send the welcome mat that we love having our Canadian friends.
But it may take more than kind words and deals.
Because of Trump, I'm not going to travel to the States, even if they offer discounts.
Discount is temporary bandage, nothing else.
So Trump also needs to drop the tariffs?
Yes, definitely.
Still, some U.S. tourist destinations say their efforts are worth a shot.
Nice shot.
Hey, America, Germany calling. So I had a look on everything what is happening in the U.S. since the orange man is on power again. And I don't blame you, because we had 1933. And it seems like Germans didn't learn out of this as well. So, but we have a chance to still fight this. And you are in the middle of this shit. I don't know if you know this, but not many countries left who partnered with the US. And the critics are getting louder and louder. So, I'm not sure, but I really think that the good Americans have to stand up now. Do something. I don't know what, but do something, please.
If you're planning your next holiday, there are a lot of places to choose from, but one that is falling out of fashion is the US. Since Donald Trump took office, America has reported a dramatic drop in the number of international tourists, and it's impacting the country's bottom line. In the usually warm month of June, tourist arrivals remained frosty, falling 6%. It continued a trend that has seen a decline in visitor numbers year on year since the start of 2025. The biggest drop-off has been visits from Canada, with the northern neighbours deterred by Trump's tariffs and continued threats to make their country the 51st state. Europe is also looking elsewhere, with a number of French, Swiss and Dutch tourists dropping, while Scandinavian nations are punishing the US for Trump's talk about getting Greenland. At the moment, Australia is bucking the trend, with tourism up 2.5% in June. However, experts say this is primarily due to bookings made well in advance, and this will decline. America has fallen from our third to fourth most popular holiday destination, and overall visitor numbers have dropped by a quarter over the last 10 years. Tourism is a crucial part of America's economy, and the drop in visitors will take a toll, with the World Tourism Council predicting a $19 billion loss in 2025 alone.
Would you ever move to America?
No, never. No.
No interest in moving there. It's a complete hole.
No, because I am transgender.
You'd step over there and you already lose like 10 of the rights that you have here.
It's a disgusting place. They've got no NHS whatsoever. It's an absolute dump.
They just think they're the best. They're like, oh my God, we have freedom, but most other countries have freedom.
I don't like the culture, whether it's tipping, guns, the thoughts on abortion.
If you're dying or having a baby, why you got to pay for it?
There's nothing about America that I think I would prefer over here.
You don't have like free speech at all there.
I wouldn't last a minute over there, I don't think. It's definitely stricter over there than it is over here, 1000%. If I was to go anywhere in America, it'd be like somewhere like Canada.
So, came to Las Vegas for the first time, me and my friends, because we all turned 60. This is a freaking ghost town. I created content about how the travel industry is being hit, especially Las Vegas. This place is a ghost town. There are restaurants inside of all these gorgeous hotels. The doors are shut. I hopped into a Lyft because I don't use Uber. Don't use Uber, you guys. And the Lyft driver, I asked how he was doing, and he said, okay, but, you know, business is really tough right now because there's not that many tourists, coming in needing an Uber or a Lyft. And I said, is this what you do for a living normally? And he said, no, I'm a real estate agent, but everybody in real estate right now is suffering, and all of us agree nothing's going to get better until we have a change in administration. He came right out and said it. So he's like, I had to get this side gig. When I was departing from my airport, it's a Delta hub, meaning there are something like over 200 gates. And there was a time just a couple years ago when all those gates had Delta airplanes in them. There were, I counted, at least 40 gates that were literally shuttered, not even being used, snowed in, idle storage at those gates. Like, we're being really distracted, but this Trump administration, Republicans are tanking our economy. I can't stress it enough.
So guys, I hope you have watched those compilations of video and you have seen how the Europeans, they are really avoiding to go to America, and also you are seeing how America, they are frustrated. Majority of them, they are furious and they are panicking because of how the American tourism, it is declining. We know that America, they have been collecting a lot of money from the tourism area because everybody wants to go to America, but it has reached to a point whereby the Europeans and the rest of the world, they saw what America did from the previous election and they were not happy. You know, majority of Americans, they went ahead and supported the harsh immigration policies, and after election we saw how majority of immigrants, they were deported. You have been seeing, we saw how ICE, it was deporting people back to their country, those illegal immigrant people back to their countries. They were deporting them without nothing. These people, they didn't care. They were treating them as people who have done people who, like, they are criminals. So this is how ICE, they were treating immigrants people, and because of that, the rest of the world, they were also always watching what it is happening in America, and it has reached to a point whereby majority of people right now, they are avoiding to go to America, and this is because of harsh immigration policies, and it is because of how America, it has become, also because in America we have been been seeing people being eliminated in the street. We have been seeing the mass shooting. We have been seeing how police they have been also kidnapping people, abducting people, jailing people. So because of what it is happening in America, the rest of the world, the Europeans, they are avoiding to go to America. And right now, majority of Americans, they are really angry, and they are really showing how they are frustrated, because if this will continue, this means that America will lose a lot of money, and some people who are highly depending from the tourism area, they will also, some people, they will lose jobs, and also some people, they will be highly affected. Now, I just want to read also some of the comment and see what majority of people that are coming out and say in the comment section. So this one is saying that nobody feels like doing a concentration camp after the airport. This situation should have been expected. No shit, guys. This one is saying that this one is saying let me read this one. So this one saying that what do you want? We are afraid to come. You should have thought about it before it become a dictatorship and dangerous for all of us in Europe. Exactly. This one saying that Trump is trying to make the US economy better. He is maximizing profit for himself, friends and family, and he is doing what very successful. There is no mysterious or hidden agenda. You vote for that twice. This one saying that blame Trump, the entire world is boycotting. So this one saying that the Americans, they need to come out and stop blaming the people who are the tourists who are avoiding to go to America. Instead, they need to come out and boycott and blame Trump, because right now the rest of the world is like they are boycotting America. This one saying that who want to go to a country where they are not welcome. Exactly. So first of all, for you to go to America, there is a lot of restriction. There is a lot of in America. There's a lot first of all, in the immigration, you will be asked a lot of questions. So because of that, also because of the harsh immigration policies, it has really making a tourist not to go to America. Now this one saying that welcome to Scotland. This one saying that for those tourists, they are welcome to Scotland. This one is saying that now they are confused. In Las Vegas, elected a guy who ruined 2 casinos and now suffer. Her will be more successful this time. He ruins them all. Difference. Now this one is saying that we'll be spending 2 weeks in Canada, a week in Belgium, for Tomorrowland, and a week in Greece. I wouldn't go to the United States even if were free. So you can see, even if United States it is free, people, they are not going to United States. This one saying that Trump doesn't care at all what's happened to people in the tourism industry. Nothing, as long as Trump doesn't get richer from it himself. He doesn't care. So you can see this one saying that first of all, Americans, they did a very big mistake for putting a billionaire, a rich person in office, because what he's doing right now, he is making the policies that it is favoring the rich people, but he doesn't care if the poor Americans, they will go hungry. So right now, the policies, it is really affecting the poor people, but these people, they don't care as long as those policies, it is not affecting them. And that's why you can see this one is saying that Trump, he doesn't care if the tourists will come to America. They don't care. If it is not affecting them, they don't care. But if it will affect them, they will care, and they will come out and talk about it. Now this one saying that I am originally from the UK. I lived in HK for a number of years and now live in the Philippines with my family. I first visited the United States as a young man in the early 19s and have since visited on numerous occasions New York City, Charlton's Villa, Atlanta, San Francisco, Vegas. All of these visits were pre-Trump. On my last visit, a layer out in Newark from Costa Rica, catching a connecting flight to Paris, I was detained and almost missed my flight because I had a Cuba stamp a Vietnam stamp and last stamp in my passport. This occurred during Dumpy Boy's first tenure as spotters. The Trump Gestapo U.S. immigration officials were quite open that this was the reason I was detained, because apparently my travel logs indicate a possible threat to security. It was a 5 hours layover, for goodness sake. Anyway, I shall not be visiting again anytime soon. My American friends will have to come and meet me in the Philippines. So you can see this one here said that how he was detained, he will never visit America anytime soon. So kindly guys, these are some of the reasons to why the rest of the world, they are really boycotting America. It is because of the harsh policies, it is because of how the immigration they're treating people, and also it is because of how America it has become. Because right now we are seeing that even Americans themselves, the white Americans themselves, they are coming out crying how life it is hard, how they cannot even afford basic necessities. So what about for those people who have been seeing America as a land of opportunity, as a dream country? So this is to tell you that America dream, it is slowly falling down, and if these Americans, they will continue to sleep and they will continue to vote against their own interests, and if they will continue to vote for racism, America, it will be finished, it will fall down completely. So kindly guys, thank you so much, subscribe to the channel, see you on my next one, bye bye.